MLB the Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Knights. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Greg Maddux is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Ready now, Roberto Alomar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, the second baseman.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
So coming to the plate, Harrison Bader, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. And that's in there for strike one. The average sits at 303 entering play, 14 homers and 36 RBIs. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and 2 to Frank Thomas. Alomar leads off first with 1 away. Runner goes for second. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Hard ground ball to third. He's right there. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
2 men on, 2 out, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Correa comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Ready on 0-2. And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Next out, 2-2.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. He's set the payoff pitch. This is popped up. McGriff in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score. Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88-91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Corey Ray stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse, and I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
1-1. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tony Gwynn.
To the plate now, Tony Gwynn. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and a strike. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Softly hit toward the hole. Alomar has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the 0-1. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Andrew Jones is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Second inning set to go, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate.
Wilson Contreras.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
And he struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at ball one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ramirez stands 5'9" and will hit from both sides of the plate. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Now here's the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball, 2-2. The pitch. Popped up. Culberson has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping in the long ball threat, Fred McGriff. Here comes the first pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Johnny Bench. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes in with an average of 265. 5 homers and 25 driven in. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive to left. Bader is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
In now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Lined hard and deep down the left field line, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Jose Iglesias is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Outside 3-0 now. From the stretch.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Liner towards second. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Greg Maddux, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Swing and a liner. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Corey Ray, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Pulled toward right center field. Judge will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 2 full. The Knights lead it 2-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. First offering on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now batting, Roberto Alomar. He reached on a single in his first try. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Roberto Alomar goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Harrison Bader will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. This is foul right side. 2 out, nobody on. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Tony Gwynn.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1. Taken but called a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bader comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And Joe Morgan strides up to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Ramirez over to his right. 2 down.
The center fielder
At the plate, Andrew Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bader is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Frank Thomas. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Carlos.
Riding in once again, Carlos Correa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Correa, who's sometimes called Show Rea. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2020 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And that is off the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Wilson Contreras will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Fred McGriff. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Again, he sends it out of play. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Nimmo, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher,
To the plate now, Johnny Bench, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Change up low, 2-0. No one out with a runner at second. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at.
And that's through into left, a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the shortstop to hold the man at third, but they're at the corners to start the inning.
I mean, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations.
And he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. The relay, and he's safe. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
The pitcher, number 31, Maddux.
Into the box now, Greg Maddux. And it's fouled away. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1. Hit toward the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Probably wanted more on that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Indiana leads it 4-0. Striding in, Jose Ramirez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ray is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Nimmo. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. Here's a pop-up now. Bench waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Joey Wendell will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Joey Wendell.
A high fastball is in there. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Knights are out on top, 4-0. Brandon Waddell, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Brandon Waddell.
Stepping in, Tony Gwynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, Tony Gwynn.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
This one's down to third. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Bader will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 25.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here comes Andrew. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. Bader is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roberto Alomar. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Now batting, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Throw over to first. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first baseman, number 35.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Aaron Judge is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. Good idea with the circle change, but he lays off and the count runs full. Carlos Correa, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Usually he's pretty solid with the glove at third, but I think this time he just rushes a little bit because he wanted to start the double play. So instead of 2 outs, they get none, and we'll see if the guy on the mound can bail them out.
Carlos Correa is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Hit in the air to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. And the run is in to score from 3rd. It's now a 4-1 game.
The catcher, number 41.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he fouls this one off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Short, hit hard, a dive, and he knocks it down. And the runner from third crosses the plate, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The third baseman, number 13, Jose Ramirez.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. At the plate, Jose Ramirez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Indiana is on top 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Fred McGriff. Now here's the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
At the plate now, Johnny Bench, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Charlie Culberson is at the plate as he watches ball 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Popped up. Throw onto the big target if Frank Thomas will take care of him, and that will end the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Brandon Nimmo.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Uh-oh, he missed it. So some real problems out there at that time, as it'll wind up in E7. Wilmer Defoe will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Wilmer Defoe.
Fouled away. Defoe tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Defoe playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. Another 2-2 offering. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the seventh. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the seventh inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Roberto Allen.
So now to the plate, Roberto Alomar, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
It's a great equalizer. The changeup, that was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the inning is over. One left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 4-2. Tommy Kahnle gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Greg Maddux. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. The 0-1 pitch is a swinging strike on the fastball.
big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Another 0-2 coming. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Striding into the box, Corey Ray hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws. It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Here's the 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Tony Gwynn comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Joaquin Soria has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Ready to begin the eighth, and next will be the imposing power bat, Frank Thomas. Delino DeShields is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 0, Delino DeShields.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. In there, no balls and a strike. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Here's Carlos Correa now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. The 0-1 on its way. Now that's popped up. McGriff is there, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Knights are out in front here, 4-2. Stepping up now, Joe Morgan. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Pulled toward right center field. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Andrew Jones, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1, no strike.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Fred McGriff. He singled his last time up. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Into the box, Johnny Bench. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it, and that ends the inning. John Franco comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Jose Ramirez, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Franco, a veteran at 35 years of age, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Knights have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
4-2 the final score today. Indiana took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Greg Maddux wins his team-leading 10th game of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Kyle Hendricks was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. John Franco records the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 4 runs on 11 hits. 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.